We took a ferry from Phuket and arrived at Koh Phi Phi Island. From the dock, it takes about 5 minutes to walk to the hotel, and we ended up staying at the Cabana Hotel. The best part of the hotel is definitely the view from the rooms. You walk out and you can see a view of the pool and also the ocean. We did travel at the end of June and were there for just 3 nights. We had pretty great weather pretty much the whole time, aside from there were moments where it did rain a little bit. I know a lot of people worry about traveling during this time, but I would highly recommend to go in June or July just because it did honestly rain very little. Even if it did rain, it would stop within the hour. We did have breakfast included as part of our rate for the room. We ended up paying around $100 US dollars a night. So for the 3 nights, it was like $297. There is no elevator in the hotel, but you can just take the stairs and they can take you down to the lobby or to the area where there's breakfast. The breakfast did have a lot of variety, but I'm sad to say it was honestly the worst breakfast we had at a hotel on our entire month stay in Thailand. The bacon was really gross. It was like a gray color. The pancakes were a bit dry. The fruit wasn't the best. So we would have breakfast every morning and then go and do some kind of activity. It's nice because you can walk to all kinds of stores, restaurants, to the area where the ferry takes off from, as well as all the boats that you can rent to have a private boat tour or a group boat tour to travel to the other islands nearby. There at the side, you can see the long-tail boats that you can rent. We did end up doing that, and I'll do a separate video for that just to show the trip that we went on. We did go on 2 trips, actually, and they were both incredible. It was the best experience. Here you can see at around 7 o'clock at night, it did start raining again. There were moments where it would rain for about an hour and then stop. So most of the day was sunny and was warm. This time it just poured, and then about an hour later, it was a really nice sunset. It was warm. We honestly have gotten pretty lucky with the weather. So as far as the hotel goes, I mean, we did pay only $100 a night to have a room that had a really beautiful view. It did have a great pool as well. The breakfast was not great, and there were not many other amenities there. I would suggest to stay somewhere else. There are so many beautiful hotels. If you go just up a little bit away from the dock, there are so many hotels that we passed that were really beautiful, had a great view. I know that this is the island that is supposed to be like the party island, and there's a lot of young people and it's super loud. But since we did travel during monsoon season, so at the end of June and beginning of July, our experience was not that. We did not see large crowds. It was pretty quiet for the most part. The restaurants were still open, everything was still open, and we had really great weather, other than a couple moments where it did rain. So I would definitely recommend this island as one of the islands to visit, but I don't think I would stay at this hotel. Who knows, maybe during the on-season when it's tourist season, maybe the hotel makes more of an effort with the food, but the breakfast was not great. You are able to walk to everything though, so I mean there are many positives and some negatives when it came to staying at this particular place. But since there are so many hotels and resorts, I'm sure there are better ones than this one. One of the positives is you can walk to everything. Everything is very close, within a 5-10 minute walk, many restaurants. And we did do the tours, like I mentioned. I will post a separate video for that, where we went snorkeling, we went to Monkey Beach, we went to Maya Bay. So this hotel was great for that because it took us about 5 minutes to walk over to where people were renting out the longtail boats with the personal driver that would basically just take you around to wherever you wanted to go. But overall, I don't think I would stay at this hotel again, just because there's so many other options and beautiful spots along the water where you could stay and still have that same type of view. Or if you do stay here, I would suggest not to pay extra, to have breakfast included, and just get breakfast somewhere else, because there's so many restaurants, even ones on the beach and ones that have all kinds of other options. That would be a lot better than having this breakfast.